Hello everyone, I'm Harpreet and you are on the channel Harpreet Kaur 1, often also called as Business and Motivation by Harpreet Kaur. Today we will discuss about a very interesting topic. I'm sure it has happened with you and it happens with everyone. Whenever we start getting successful, whenever we climb the ladder upwards, we always start getting negative responses. People will say whatever they want to, and they use the words, they will really hurt you, they will, cut through your heart, they will disturb your mind. But this is exactly what they want to. So, make sure when somebody is saying anything negative to you, don't react. If your heart is healed, your mind is peaceful, you are balanced, definitely the other person has failed. Yes, we are human beings. It happens to everyone. When somebody says something to us, we get hurt, we feel bad. But remember, at this point of time, that what other person is saying about you is exactly his or her reality. And they are jealous of you and jealous of your success. Or maybe they are not competitive enough to stand through your success. So, first thing, be thankful to God that God, force, energy, whatever you call it, the way you pray, has enabled you or has added to your capabilities to be what you are. Okay? Next is anyone who has said anything, if there is a minutest of the possibility, don't react. Say to yourself that this is the other person. He or she is going through some aspect of their life. So show pity to them. Be sympathetic. Feel sorry for them. Because the people who cannot be lively with you, who cannot talk in happiness with you, who cannot say congrats to your success, definitely they are going through some bad phase of their life. Maybe their relations, maybe their profession, maybe their career, or maybe their health issues. It can be something else. But for sure there is something which is not right, and the person is affected by that. So what the person is doing is taking, his or her frustration on you. Now the question is, why only on me? Why not somebody else? What I have done? You have done nothing. If someone is saying something to you, you will not stop growing. You have to develop, you have to grow, you have to rise the ladder, you have to climb up on your career path or your life path, whichever you are going through. Just keep going through that path. Keep climbing those stairs. Why? Because if you have not reacted, you have not given any power, you have not given any fuel to the other people's reaction. 2, you have given them time to be. 3, you have not defocused yourself. You have not distracted yourself. You are just going on the path peacefully. So what happens over here is, something happened. Somebody said something. You smiled. Thank God that God has made you capable that somebody could view it. There are so many people in the world who don't even exist for anybody. So feel gratitude. Be grateful that yes, you exist for the people. And also, when you are growing in and are being successful in your life, there would have been a lot of people who have congratulated you, who have wished you the best, who have always said good luck for you. And trust me, a lot of people must have prayed for your success. So are they more important, or this person who has said something hurtful is more important? Definitely the people who have been a blessing for you, right? So focus on them. Think about those images, think about those words, think about those, motivational things, and take that encouragement. I don't say you're not hurt. Yes, you will be. But is that comment or that reaction or that person more important? Or your growth, your success, and the people who are a blessing to you more important? The people who are a blessing for us, the people who have encouraged us, the people who stood for with us and stood for us, they are most important. So ignore. Now the second point comes that if I am not able to ignore it because it was not sent in private, it was a public comment. The person or the group of people said these all things in public, or published somewhere, or typed somewhere, because it's a world of social media. So there is a possibility people will come and click on dislike deliberately, or write something wrong for you, say you are not true, say you are not good. Yes, you might have the temptation to react. But over here, what is important is, the cyber security and all of these social media platforms, they all have the, I would say, the process and procedure in place to save you from these things. For example, in YouTube itself, if somebody is bothering you, 1, you can report them. 2, you can review your comments, that every comment which is published, you have a right to review it, and you have a facility to review it if you want to. Same as in Facebook, Google, or any other platform. If this social media is created, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and all of them, even Instagram, all of them will give you these settings. So if you're going public and you're doing something which is definitely you want it to be marketed, you want the branding done, this is why you're on the social media. So when you are on the social media, or you are in any media, in physical format or in digital format, the moment you start growing, these people will definitely show up their faces. You want it or you don't want it, you like it or you don't like it, but it will happen. So be ready. So first thing, if it is a digital platform, just put your settings in place, that everything is reviewed by you or your admin team or your marketing team before it goes online. Point number 2, sometimes it happens that we definitely want people to comment or react live, on the live events, or maybe when you have uploaded those videos, you have uploaded some content, you have uploaded that information, you want genuine people to ask questions so that you can help them, or maybe the other people can help them. So there can be a conversation, a communication which is productive, which is fruitful. But what happens is, these elements come in between, type something to distract everybody so that your aim is not established. Doesn't matter. First, try and ignore. Because remember, these people requires your pity, requires your sympathy. They are not in good health. They are frustrated with something in their life which they are taking out here. So, try and ignore. If you are not able to do it, remove it. If you are not able to do it, restrict them or block them. Now coming to the point, if this happens in your regular physical life, the person is in front of you. Now what will you do? Here as well, first try to ignore. Don't react, do not respond. Try your expressions to respond. Why? Because as I said, this person requires your sympathy. Okay? So, if you lend your ears and you listen to the person is able to vent out whatever was blocked in their heart and minds. You are helping them. Help them, let them vent out, say whatever they have to say. If at that point of time it is too much for you to take it, try to meditate with your eyes open. Have a small smile. Create the vibrations around you so that that person is healed. If still it is not happening, because we all are humans, we definitely lose control. We cannot always be very much balanced. We cannot always be, thinking just exactly what it is. So, what do you do at that point of time? You have a temptation to shout, you have temptation to say anything wrong. Immediately stop and tell to yourself, what the other person has said is his or her karma. What I will say is my karma. Why? Because whatever I'll speak will echo in my ears, in my head for long. What other person has said, we humans have this, general habit of blaming somebody and saying, and we feel good, okay, the other person has done wrong, I haven't done it. All right. It happens, right? Same way over here. When somebody has said something, you feel it, okay, fine. This person said something very wrong, not good, but the other person said it. So it's their blame, their responsibility, right? But if you say something that is coming from your mindset, your vibrations, your efforts, those words are going to affect you. So, refrain yourself. And if it still, tempts you too much, or if it has become a need of the hour, there are people around, and your reply has become an absolute essential, no worries. Now what you have to do is, stop listening to what the other person is saying. Whatever the topic it was, related to your life, yourself, your capability, your success, your skill set, evolve a beautiful reply and answer in your mind. Let the other person talk. Let all the eyes be on you. Don't take pressure. Be relaxed. Be calm and composed. Formulate an answer which is exactly what you want to convey. Because when you are angry, you are tempted to say something. You don't say what you really want to say. You would say everything else, but not what you want to say or what is really required. This happens, right? So what you have to do at this point of time is distract, from all the things that are happening. Come to your mindset. Start thinking what exactly you want to convey to the public. Draft your answer and speak when asked to. When you interrupt the other person, what happens is the person is already shouting or saying the words with his or her own energy. If you try and interrupt, that means you have to put double the effort, double the energy. But it is not used for a good thing, right? So when you have to say something positive, you don't have to interrupt anybody. You will get a chance, and it always happens. If you don't get a chance, if the person has just blabbered and left, trust me, all of the public is automatically on your side, because everyone has been through, and the wiser the person, more are the experiences. They know what anybody or everybody is coming from. So don't worry at all, and just keep going. Over here, one point of caution. What happens is, once we listen to these things, we don't react, we didn't shout, we didn't say anything, we tried and ignore, or if in the public we just reacted with calmness or a composed reply. But what happens is, whatever the other person wrote or said, those words start affecting our mind. They affect to a level we start thinking that this might be my reality. Over here, you have to be very cautious. Because if this thing really captures you, that won't be good for you. It affects your skill set and your capabilities. So, what you have to do at that point of time, whatever the person has said, definitely it has got stored in your mind. This is why you are facing this, effect or after effect of being discouraged or being demotivated. So, how you have to be motivational again, how you have to be encouraged again. Whatever any person has said, think about that skill set. You have done a lot of time good. This is the reason you are successful. This is the reason you are growing. Okay? This is the reason a lot of people must have said good about you. And even if nobody has said ever, you have just started, you have begun your journey, no worries. You knew you are good, you accomplished something, that's why you are walking this path, right? So what you have to do is think about those good moments, think about those skill sets, when you felt good, when you achieved. Consider it as your starting point. Now start building within your mind all the good things that made you reach where you are. A lot of people you must have helped on this path, knowingly, unknowingly, sometimes maybe with a professional fee, sometimes just as an impact. The people must have learned from you. You could definitely feel, somebody has copied what you are doing, and that is a good thing. Just take your motivation from that. Self-motivation is very important. There are a lot of times and number of incidences in our lives when there is nobody to motivate us. We cannot look for encouragement from the outer sources. We have to find encouragement, strength, confidence from within. And that is where the right light, the right or the appropriate thought process begins. Tell yourself what good you have done. Count your blessings. If you have started something, you knew you can do it. So be confident. Keep growing. Be successful. All the more because you have now somebody to prove that yes, you can do it. Believe in yourself. Keep going. Remember, one success has a history of failures behind it. You have to do right just one time and maintain it forever. So focus on that one right. If you have already reached there and your success is something, attracting these sorts of people who are not positive, it's okay. Keep going. If you have just started your journey and you are still on the way to that right that you want to achieve, stay focused. Just think about the right, the destination you wanted to achieve. Don't let these people distract you at all. Think about that one right. Think about that impact. It also happens, when you are successful. The graph, it's not for everybody that the graph is like this. This happens, after a success also it comes down. Doesn't matter, just hold it there and push it up. What happens is, when it has come down, you have to hold it. That means you have to put more efforts, right? Because the thing which is going up easy, but it's coming up, you have to hold it. And you have to push it up, right? The same way, same efforts you have to do. Maybe you talk to the relevant people, your colleagues, the people who motivate you, who are positive for you. Maybe just go through your course again or your knowledge forums again to see, okay, fine, you're going right. While reaching these forums and reading about the content or the topics, you realize, oh wow, this is exactly how I was thinking. I was cool. It's okay what other people are saying. Just remember, if somebody has said something, it could be one of the failures. But as I said, this success has a lot of failures to, hold it. So it's okay if you failed anytime. Every success has something. So maybe some person coming from that failure sort of side. But now what you have to do is, you have to hold yourself towards success. Think about the graph upwards. Think about the success you have already achieved and the success you want to achieve. All the people may be silent. They are with you. And those blessings, prayers will take you where you want to. Ignore a few who are not very happy with your success. It's okay. You are not getting successful anyway for them. You are getting successful for your people, for yourself. And to achieve or make the impact with your success. Because definitely if you are going through a path or you are thinking about a success, it is for a bigger good. The good you want to give to the society. The good you want to contribute to the community. Think about it. Think about the people who will feel this good. It's okay. You started. You could not really deliver that good. Make improvements. Make corrections. Improvise. And reach the success. I'm sure this video has really to do a lot with you, because this always happens on the steps towards success. There are a lot of people who do not want it, but you are the one who want it. That's what matters. Keep going, reach your path, be successful, achieve what you want to. Best wishes and wish you real success. If you're facing any issues like this in your life, you want to come and talk to me, you're more than welcome. I would love to speak with you, interact with you, understand your things, and make sure that we both together make sure you are through that phase and headed towards your success. You take good care. Thank you.